Now, this afternoon, part of Manya-Krobo municipality is without electricity, following yesterday's clash between residents and a military task force assisting the ECG to install meters. Power has been disconnected. The running battle between the power distributor and resident continue as some are resisting the installation of the meters. A crack team of military engineers yesterday joined the ECG team to begin the exercise again, but this turned violent. Here are some of the residents recounting the incident. So what you're seeing on your screens now happened yesterday, where the resident protested the installation of prepaid meters, and they were meted on with, the soldiers were assisting the ECG to undertake the operation, installation of meters, meted onto these residents some of these harsh treatment, marks of which you're seeing some on the bodies of some of the residents there. Someone with the hand broken, some with a bruised eye. I mean, these were the result of some residents resisting the installation of prepaid meters. But this whole, thing came into being when the resident of the two municipalities agreed with the ECG to install power and to undertake the process of installation of prepaid meters for them. But our reporter has been there and he's been engaging the resident to understand what exactly necessitated this whole harsh treatment. We'll be hearing from the resident very, very shortly. But former Deputy Interior Minister James Agalga believes the involvement of the military is worsening the situation.
Vandalism per se is not an issue, or if you like, an act of indiscipline which should necessarily overwhelm our police service. I don't think so. Oftentimes what we see as an attempt by the state to use the military to intimidate, to harass, to use brute force to contain such situations. I do not think that acts of vandalism should overwhelm our police service. I don't think so. By their training, I think our police are able to contain some of those riotous behavior by people, or if you like, citizens of our country. We are too quick to deploy the military, and I must confess that the military itself is not happy with that development. At the least provocation, we are quick to call in the military. Even when the police themselves are able to deal with the situation, we bypass the police and bring in the military. So I think we need to review how and when we deploy the military to take over policing duties in this country.
Now, security analyst Professor Vladimir Enchidanso, however, says the history of the area leaves the state with little choice but to utilize the military to maintain peace.
When the police are overwhelmed, there's no way, no amount of witchery or prayers will stop the military coming in. Because if they don't, what will happen is that there will be complete anarchy. And yes, they've been trained to shoot and kill, or that, as you put it. But they've also been trained as to how to handle riots and such situations. But when they also go and they are being overwhelmed, there's no way they will stop shooting at people. It's everywhere in the world. So we don't have to antagonize them in any way. We don't have to create a situation where they really have to be or act like they were in the battlefield. In this situation, there is a history to it. There is a history to the riotous nature of the area. And if the police will not be ready or are not equipped enough to bring about sanity, it is only the military that can bring about the sanity. It's unfortunate that at any time the military is brought in our country, there is something untoward. There is something that creates a condition for some casualties, etc., etc. But as I'm saying, this is not the first time. It will not be the last time the military will be brought in.
So you cannot hear from some of the residents who have been narrating what happened to Joy News.
We were here where the police, the soldiers, they came. They came and attacked we to give us prepaid. But we didn't talk that we will take their prepaid. Me, I don't know what they are doing, sir. I'm from Bush. I go and cut firewood. So after we from the place where we go and drop the firewood, as we are coming and we meet the soldier men, and they take me by force and start to beat me rough. I don't understand. I don't know what I do them before they start to beat me. They beat me up. See, this is a catapult. This catapult. I don't know why they beat me just like that. Oh, they shoot me seriously. I don't know what happened before they are doing that thing. As I said, everyone, if you are coming to do something, we all know what is happening for some time now. You have to inform me that, honorable, we are coming to the ground. Inform maybe your chief, your community people or something, the unit committee. Then we see the way forward. But no, just sometimes you are in town because you have the power, you have the soldiers, you have this thing, so you are coming to brutalize my people in my community. That is not right. I'm not happy about what happened. Look at pregnant women, people that are coming from farm and things. Innocent people. What is happening? What is happening in my community in Ghana? No, there's no way. The big men have to come out and talk to their people that they are going too much. They are going too much.
We have a resting place. We sat there. What we saw that is the military men came to us. They didn't ask anybody question. They started beating us. They didn't inform us. What we see that the military men came to us. And they have gone back. They also came back again. So if anybody who they saw you roaming about, it means that you are their enemy. They started just beating us.
They come and beat me. When they came, I was prepared for the kitchen. They said I should enter the room, and I said I'm cooking, so I don't know. I will not go there. The moment I said I will not go there, when they take the case, they start beating.
Now, Kofi Sian is our Eastern Regional Correspondent, and he joins us with more. Kofi, we understand Old Nuaso is without light, but the installation continues today. What's the latest?
Hello?
Kofi, if you can hear me, we understand that Old Nuaso is without light as we speak, but installation continues today. What's the latest?
Well, that is true. The Electricity Company of Ghana officials disconnected power to Old Nuaso. It is not the whole of the Nuaso community, but just a part of the Nuaso community. That place is called Old Nuaso. That is where the tussle with the ECG officials occurred yesterday, and they believe that until the residents allow them to install the prepaid meters, they're not going to restore power to the areas. That is according to the PRO of the Electric Company of Ghana in the Tema region, Pechiwa Mensa, and she says that this very place is the actual place they had resistance the first time they went there to install prepaid meters. That led to the cutoff of power from the two municipalities, that is Ilo and Manya-Krobo, for about 3 weeks. So until the people allow them to, install the prepaid meters in the community, they are not going to sleep in light till they allow it. So that is the latest from the community.
Listening to the community members, you get the impression as though the soldier just came there to punish them. What did the ECG tell you exactly was the case that happened?
What they are saying is that when they went there, they did not allow them to install the prepaid. Some of them met them with machetes. Others also attempted to pour hot oil on them. That is a claim by the ECG officials who went there. I cannot independently substantiate that. So it is because of that the soldiers also had to retaliate and ensure that their lives that were in danger were protected. So in the process, they had to, unleash brutalities on some of the people who had wanted to attack the officials who had gone there to install the prepaid meters.
Interesting. Thank you very much for the updates there.